to know why did you decide to become a chemical engineer?
So actually, I don't want to disappoint you, but I'm an environmental engineer, but I'm working in a chemical engineering department.
Yeah.
So, but really my research is at the interface of chemical and environmental engineering. So it fits very well in chemical engineering. So indeed, I don't know if you look at my resume, but my undergraduate degree was in applied sciences, and it was focused on water science and technology. And then I, again, decided to study with PhD in environmental engineering. So, and also, I don't know if you see my resume, but after 9 years at UCLA in environmental engineering, I moved to Yale to chemical engineering, and then they asked me to start a new program in environmental engineering. So, but I feel like a chemical engineer, even though I'm more environmental engineer by education.
And it will be a little bit more like a background kind of a question, but how did you become interested in science?
When you are in high school and everything, I think I was better in the sciences than humanities or social sciences. And I don't know, I never connected to the humanities and social sciences. So I think it was natural when you think about university. And again, in my home country, I did not go to the university immediately after high school because I went through a military service. So I said, let's go and do something on sciences. And then I liked the water and the environment. So I major more in water and applied science that focus on water and the environment. So,
interesting. What traits are important to be a scientist?
wow, this is a difficult question, but let's see. I will tell you what I think again and again. Everyone can have different ideas. I think first you need to love science and research. And again, if you don't love it, I mean, you cannot be a good scientist, So, and secondly, you need to be ready to spend really long days in the laboratory, or if you do computer simulation or modeling, because research moves very slowly and there are so many ups and so many downs, more downs than ups. Again, you always need to make sure that the slope is positive. So you need to have this kind of you know you know ability to work long hours and be patient. Third, you need to be systematic and organized in your work and analysis. If you're not organized and systematic, again, you cannot really do good work regardless, again. And this is mostly valid for experimentalists. I mean, it's so crucial in my opinion. And also, last one, I think, in my opinion, is you need to be inquisitive and critical. Again, when I say critical, again, you don't need to take anything that you read, even in a scientific journal, for granted. You need to really dig into it and question it. And many times, again, you need to take, of course, you can take a lot of things for granted, but sometimes in your area, there is tendency sometimes to go over a hype and then you fall into it and go to the hype and you never go and deep critically analyze what's going on there. But again, as I thought, probably the first one, love and passion are the most important in my opinion.
Perfect. Thank you. What did you do as an undergrad student, and after that as a grad student, who helped you to put you in the place that you are? Is there something that you can connect? I don't know, the preparation, learning, I don't know, what kind of experience, what did you do that put you here now?
Again, in my case, the story was a little different because, I had a relatively long military service in Israel and 6 years. And then when I started college, I was 24. So I think I was really more focused. And again, and I worked very hard. I followed some of the advices I told you in the previous question. You need to love what you do, work hard, systematic. And again, I thought if I would work hard and be systematic and focused, it will be, again, I will achieve what I always dreamed. Again, I wanted to be in academia. Again, I don't know why, but it worked. I mean, so it just clicked and everything worked. And again, a lot of good timing, good luck, as you say, and all together, when you work hard, there is a say that the harder you work, the luckier you get. So, but I think hard work and focus are the key.
Thank you. Should scientists do work that impacts society? If yes, how we can Can you explain it a little bit more?
This is a difficult question because, when it says scientists, again, we, do we call ourselves scientists? Again, we are engineers, but many engineers, they think they are applied scientists. So I think if you are pure scientist, you should work on fundamental science, and some of it may be relevant tomorrow, and some of it will be relevant years from now, and some of it will be relevant 50 years from now. So I think pure scientists, it's good to work on fundamental science and advance it farther and farther. As an engineer, you need to strive to work on problems of societal relevance. But again, it's not, mandatory. But again, it will be nice if you work on something that has some help society. But again, it's hard to generalize. Again, it's individual. You can think whatever you do. Some people have fun just working on something very, very fundamental, but because it's so, interesting, and they're inquisitive and so on. And again, they don't think about the application. But I think as engineers, chemical and environmental engineers, it's better, in my opinion, to work on something which have some relevance to society, because it will also make you feel better. And if you work on something that will help with climate change, will be great, or provide more water to people, like what I do, will be great, or have better materials, or energy, and so on. So this is what I think about engineers. But scientists, it's wide open. As long as they have fun and advance the fundamentals, it's good enough.
Thank you.